Hey, well, today I'm angry at Jerome Powell. It started with me being angry at Alan Greenspan, and then it turned to me being angry at Ben Bernanke, and then Janet Yellen, and now I'm angry at Jerome Powell. And I'm angry at all of them for exactly the same reason. They are stealing from us. They are cheating us. And you may ask, what? This is the Federal Reserve you're talking about. You're on the same soapbox you've been on before. What are you on about? I'm on about this. This is Bank America research. This just came out. This is what they call the cost of thriving. This is an attempt to measure how many weeks of work it takes at the median wage to afford to thrive. And they describe thriving as being able to buy a car, a house, vacation, and education. And you can see that this year we've just passed the requirement of 53 weeks of work. Now, whether you're paying attention or not, you surely know that there are only 52 weeks in a year, and therefore the median wage is no longer sufficient to thrive. It takes more weeks of work than there are weeks in the year to thrive. Why? What has happened? Well, the problem basically is that the Federal Reserve, they consider it their mandate to increase the price of things. And they will increase the price of things no matter what. Ben Bernanke is famous for saying, if we have to go up in a helicopter and throw money out of it, we can increase the price of things. Now, this may have been a joke, but it just shows how far they are prepared to go. And throwing money out of a helicopter, while it seems outrageous, certainly isn't any more outrageous than interest rates of 0 or even negative interest rates, which they're contemplating now. So, why am I so irate today? Well, Jerome Powell is speaking at Jackson Hole on Thursday. Now, this year it's going to be a virtual conference, but this is the central banker conference of the year, basically, and it's widely expected that Jerome Powell is going to unveil new inflationary targets. And what he's going to say is that instead of targeting 2%, they're going to be a little more flexible, and if inflation runs hot, they won't react. In other words, they will continue to keep interest rates at 0 or near 0 indefinitely. They want to see inflation heat up. And the problem is that they're having a difficult time doing it. They seem to be completely ignoring the inflation in assets like gold, silver, stocks, real estate, not to mention our consumables like food. Have you seen food prices recently? Now, the Fed is basically in the business of engineering prices, and you may wonder why they're equipped to engineer the price of interest rates any more than they're equipped to engineer the price of pork bellies or cereal or milk. But they do feel that they have that right, and they're very proud of it. What does the Fed do to show inflation that is lower than it actually is? Well, it's something called a hedonic adjustment. And I'm going to give you an amusing example here to show you how even as prices increase, the Fed pretends that they don't. And in this example, it's going to seem outrageous, but an increase from hundreds to well over 1,000 is going to be shown to be a decrease. Here's the example. This comes from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. CPI price index frequently asked questions about hedonic quality adjustment in the CPI. Now, just to give you a brief summation, the argument goes as follows. You have a television this year. The television next year is twice as good, but it only costs half, 50% more. Does it cost more, or do you say that because it's twice as good, it's actually at a quality improvement greater than the price increase, and therefore quality adjusted, the price has gone down? And that's exactly what they do. Here is the example from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I'll point out that often the L is silent. So here is the TV, an example. This is from their actual site. Item A, a TV, a 27-inch CRT for $250. Item B, a 42-inch plasma for $1,250. Well, you may say to yourself, wow, TV B costs $1,000 more than TV A. Not so. After quality adjustments are made, you get this result. After item A, the CRT TV is converted to its plasma equivalent, you find out that indeed the price actually dropped. It went from $1,345 to $1,250, which is a drop of 7%. So this is an example of the problem. They are able to show how a price increase can be a price decrease if quality improves. In other words, all of the movement of manufacturing to China, all of the quality improvements we've seen, the improvement in models year over year, as far as the Fed is concerned, if the price has stayed the same, the CPI has gone down because the quality's increased. Because of this lunacy, they are determined to increase prices by 2%, even though prices are increasing at greater than that rate already. They're stuck with their adjustments, and we have this result: 53 weeks of effort. 53 weeks of effort to thrive at the median wage. Can't be done anymore. It's only going to get worse. What do you think is going to happen now that we have this enormous debt that we're adding to at a ferocious pace every day? You know, I will point out to you that the biggest beneficiary of inflation is a debtor. And we are such a debtor, almost $30 trillion now. I wonder what it'll be next year. Please, let's stop this madness and wake up.